Welcome to the Rise Above Show, presented by RoofCon. My name is Diego Dante, and I'm thrilled to bring you inspiring conversations with some of the most innovative and bright minds in our industry. From business and entrepreneurship to personal development and growth, we'll explore the strategies, insights, and stories that have helped our guests rise above challenges, overcome adversity, and achieve their goals. So sit back, relax, and join us on this journey of empowerment, inspiration, and discovery. This is the Rise Above Show. All right, welcome everyone to the Rise Above Show presented by RoofCon. My name is Diego Dante. I'm here with my friend Ccoville. How you doing, brother?
My man, brother from another mother. Good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you, man. I think we've officially met one time in person, which is so funny to me because I feel like I go to all these conference events, all these events. You're at everything. You were at RoofCon and we didn't meet at RoofCon somehow.
I know. I gave you a hug. You were over by Joe's thing. I came up and gave you a hug.
That was at IRE. Maybe not. I don't know. I
gave you a hug at RoofCon. I know that. We were okay. That's okay. The one that gave that truck away. Remember that big, huge model RV? The remote control, big jacked up truck.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I feel like I talked to so many people at RoofCon, but man, we had a good time on a panel at RoofCon or at IRE, and man, I just want to get you on the show. I know we talked about it for a while, and it was about time that we pulled the trigger on it. So
yeah, we're going to be short and sweet. So maybe we'll do a part 2 to this because there's a lot to talk about. I mean, I just presented down in Fort Lauderdale, and they gave me half an hour, and the folks that joined were like, what's wrong with him? Like, it was so energetic and upbeat and educational. And then before you knew it, like, my half an hour was gone. And a lot of people ran up to me after. They're like, we need to learn more, which is really good. But I think 45 minutes is probably the best stage and podcast time that you can have when you're really trying to deliver a message to help people, you know?
Well, let's do this. I promise you that the next time that we meet in person, we can do an in-person one, all right?
Yeah, that sounds great. Where are you anyway?
Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, you're right up the road. I'm down in Florida.
Yeah. So, okay, man, let's get into it. So, let's just get this out of the way. Who is Ccoville, and what do you do?
Dude, it's interesting. I just put this on LinkedIn yesterday. My passion is to help people provide results. My passion is just to wake up every morning and let God work through me to help people. I mean, it's not about that. I'm not preaching. I'm just saying I wake up every morning, I do a little prayer, and I say, work through me to go and help people with whatever it is that they need help with. Now, I do like a lot of things. I've been in the industry for over 27 years. I built my first custom home when I was like 17 in high school with my dad, and then I was roofing at 19, doing tie beams down here in South Florida. And then I got into financing at 23 as an associate director. So I've been in finance for over 26 years now. And I literally 3 weeks ago just retired as senior vice president from Truist, which is Service Finance. And of course, I built a software company called Blue Pages Pro. And we built a finance division called Blue Pro Capital, where we help contractors with financing. We help them with a software tool called Blue Pages Pro. And then we help them drive traffic back to the Blue Page so they can use financing to help the customers with affordability. So, like, that's what I do. I wake up every day and I talk to great people like you, and I help contractors figure their business out. And I don't have a $997 course.
So I didn't know that you had retired from Service Finance.
3 weeks ago, man, it was an amicable retirement. I took the early retirement. I took the vestiture. And, my software company got too big. I've got 18,000 members on the Blue Pages. We're going to be going into Canada this year with probably another 10,000 contractors. So we're going to be international. And, I had a tear in my eye today. I did a Facebook Live. And I expect it to happen, but sometimes vulnerability happens. I'm clicking through the book, and as one of our clients, our Pro Plan members, is running an ad. And the ad is the Blue Page tool that I built from nothing, from a Barn app idea 4 years ago. And he's running the tool as the ad. Now, mind you, I'm seeing this thing and I'm scrolling. I'm like, the ad pops up and it's like affordable payment options. Click here, and it's like literally the Blue Page. And I was like, and it hit me. I'm like, I'm not going to get emotional now. It's done. But I created something that didn't exist, and now it exists. Now this guy's helping people with affordability through the tool that I created. And it's like, as a contractor, when you drive by that first roof you ever did, you never forget the first customer, and you never forget the customer that kicked you out of the house either, right? Mm-hmm. But you drive by that house and go, I built that. I'm protecting those people under that roof. And it's that whole pride of like, I built that house. I'm protecting that family. I did that. And then in some of the storm restoration places are like, I did that house 10 times.
Or I would have done that house if Allstate would have paid for it. Or if I would have had financing.
Right, bro. So that's it, man. I've got 2 dogs. I've got a daughter that's 31 and a granddaughter that's 11 and a beautiful wife that's a nurse and just a great family. I'm just loving life. I live down here in South Florida, man.
That's fun, man. I remember, you reminded me of something that happened to me when we did RoofCon 2021. And I remember pulling up to the hotel because we did RoofCon 2020, and it was, it was the first time that we'd done anything that big. We had like just shy of 900 people there, and then, but it was all there was so much going on. And then 21, I remember showing up at the hotel, and I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to show up to this thing. And I remember showing up and seeing contractors at the hotel with like a roofing polo from a company I had never heard of, and I was like, wow, the marketing worked. People showed up.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how that happens. You just put in all the work. You don't see all the lives you're affecting in the background. And then all of a sudden you look back and to your point, you've got 2,000 people, however many people, and you did the work, but you don't realize that what's going on in the background while you're doing all that.
Bro, I cried on the live this morning. You watch it. When I laugh, I ain't laughing. I've got tears in my eyes, and I'm trying to stop myself from bawling because it was so emotional. Because when I see it now, and I see it in the real world doing what I designed to make it do, it reminded me of literally the 4 years of nights from 5 p.m. when I finished my job, right? The W-2 senior vice president thing that I did for the bank. And it reminded me of all the hours of making unbelievably awesome mistakes. Trial and test, failure, development issues, almost getting fired 4 times, showing up to freaking trade shows and hiding the fact that I owned this thing. Like, it was just nuts. Like, literally, we're going to fire you. Shut it down. I shut Blue Pages down once for 6 months, put it in my partner's name, and just sat there like this on the couch in complete, utter depression going, why did I just shut this down? Why didn't I just leave? Because I didn't develop the courage yet to go, and I don't like this statement, but I'm going to say it, go all in and burn the boats. But when it got to a point where I'm like, I have 30,000 people on my software. I have 25, and you guys are actually one of my partners, 25 software integrations, Company Cam, Roofer, Project Map It, Referral, Signpost, Engage, Hatch, Roofle, Lead Scout, Service Hero, NutNest, OnPoint, Just Share Media, Sumo Quote. Like, dude, these are my partners. And there's more. There's more coming. I closed 2 more deals yesterday. Like, dude, you've got a fully operational running business. What are you doing trying to run a W-2 cushy $500,000 a year take-home salary job and a software company at the same time? Leave it. Take a risk. Say bye-bye to comfort. Get uncomfortable. Be comfortable in your uncomfortableness and go all in on your passion, which is that. So I do that, brother, and I was unhealthy. Like 3 months ago, I was 250 pounds. You could see the sadness in my face. And now I'm 219, and I'm happy, and I'm free, and I'm broke as... What? Dude, I don't care. I don't care. The business is running. It's working. I'm doing demos. People are buying. I know it's just going to take me 18 months of fume to get there. I don't care. I'm light, man. I'm happy and I'm free. So
I love it, man.
Yeah.
So tell me, okay, so let's run through real quick give me like in a nutshell what Blue Pages Pro does.
Sure. We do 3 things. So the software helps contractors connect, convert, and close from a really cool site. Some call it a landing page, some call it a microsite because I built a whole bunch of sales tools and conversion tools in it. So Blue Pages helps contractors connect, convert, and close with consumers. We don't charge for leads. There's no friction. So I'm not a lead aggregator. I teach contractors how to drive traffic to a page, and then the page helps them convert them into customers for life. The financing integrates so my financing center, there's 3 things we do. That was number 1, Blue Pages Pro. The financing center integrates financing API into the Blue Page with soft credit pulls, loans to $100,000, one-click approvals, unlimited progress pay, insurance finance deductible. So the financing piece builds into the Blue Page with the soft credit pull technology API. And then the third thing is traffic. We have traffic packages because the contractors are like, cool tool, love financing. Now I've got affordability and payment options for my customers at the point of sale or the point of need. Or they can just send them a link, their Blue Page, and they can apply there. But Chris, how many leads am I going to get? And I go, please stop calling them leads, because human beings are not leads, they're human beings. So how many relationships am I going to get is a better question. Okay, cool, man. How many relationships am I going to get? I don't know. How many you want? Meaning, how do you want to drive traffic to your Blue Page and your website? Because we tie the Blue Page to their website. I backlink through technology. I have Google Analytics. We do pixels. We do backlinks. So I take my badge and I put it in their website. I put their website, put it in there, and I do backlinks through OEM. So their Blue Page works in conjunction with their website. So when I say, how do you want to drive traffic to your Blue Page and your website? They're like, what are you talking about? Now you're talking about my website too? Yeah, of course, because I want to push them to your Blue Page, of course, because they're going to land, connect, convert, close. However, if they land on your website, hopefully they'll fall in love with you there too. So we've got partners that help drive traffic back. Different types of like automation and geofencing and automated postcards that go to new homeowners that just moved into 33441 and target them to say, welcome home. We're here to care for your roof. Scan the QR code and it pushes to their Blue Page. Or maybe it's a 1-800 tracking number with ROI. Or maybe we put a pixel in the QR code that now geofences them on social media advertising. So we've got 2 traffic packages. The one traffic package is Lead Scout, right? They're using us successfully with their tool. And then the other one is called Direct Connect. And that's a full encompassed traffic package that does lead automation, direct automation, geofencing. You could do the social media ads. I don't do that. I'm not a marketing company. The marketing people over at Direct Connect and Lead Scout manage your marketing. I ain't a marketer. I'm your Blue Page guy. I'm your Finance Center guy. And if you want marketing, go talk to them. I never want to be in the marketing business. Like, I want to be in the software and finance business. And hey, those guys are really, really good at what they do. I don't know how to do geofencing, Facebook ads. I've never run an ad for Blue Pages, by the way. I wouldn't know how to go on Facebook and run an ad right now, but I could build a software company. But if you said, hey man, run an ad for Blue Pages to tell people you're in business, I'd go, yeah, I got to go find a guy for that. I don't even know how to do that shit. So
RoofCon's amazing. Getting to see all the speakers like Nick and Eric and especially Tim Tebow. Very exciting and eye-opening.
Amazing speakers and great knowledge. Keep it up.
First RoofCon, been following Hunter and the Revolt Clan for quite some time. And it's definitely been a lot more than what we expected.
This event is getting better and better.
So if you're going to go to one roofing conference, make sure that it's RoofCon.
RoofCon 2023 returns to Orlando, Florida, November 9th through the 11th. Get your tickets at roofcon.com.
Well, that's exciting, man. I'm stoked for you, and I know that what I love about you is that I see you going all in into everything you do, right? And so I know you're going to crush it. And you've been crushing it, obviously, or you wouldn't be doing this right now. So that's exciting, man. I'm stoked for you.
Yeah, we just want to do it. And like, my approach is different, bro. Like, I don't sell. People are like, well, when are you gonna demo me and show me this thing? I'm like, well, I just send people my Once Hub link, and we set up 15 minutes or 30 minutes. And my approach is real simple. So I had a guy at 8:15 this morning, and I asked him a couple questions. Here's my notes. I'm old school. I write on this. I said, where are you? And he goes, I'm in North Georgia. I said, cool. He said, what's the credit score like where you are? He goes, well, up in northern Georgia, they're prime, and down in southern Georgia where we work, they're maybe not so perfect credit. I say, cool. Our no dealer fee program is important to you. He said, absolutely. I don't know how to, and I don't want to build margin into my retail because we do a lot of restoration. I said, cool. And I took the 2 of the 3 lenders that we have in the Blue Pages in our Blue Pro Capital group, and he's getting enrolled with them. And I picked only no dealer fee programs, and I picked the deductible only programs, and he's going to get enrolled. And then when he gets enrolled, he's going to call me. And then I'm going to train him on how to sell financing at the point of sale, because I'm going to train his team too, because I've done that for a freaking long time. And then maybe at that point, I'll introduce him to the Blue Pages so we can build his financing in. So on that call, I didn't even talk about Blue Pages. I wanted to help him with his one big problem, which was I need to get my customers financed because my company that I'm using now sucks. I said, cool, let's solve for that. I didn't pitch him, oh, we do this, and we do this, and we do this, and oh, I need you to click on this, and I need you to buy a Pro plan and or Pro Light plan. I didn't pitch him. I said, dude, go get your lending when you're approved. Call me back, and then we'll take the next step. So my approach to this is totally different than probably anybody else.
I you know what I appreciate is when we spoke. I think when I was at the roofing company, we had spoken, and I love the way that you sold me on it without ever selling me on it, and it was so funny because I was trying to find financing. I called you. You said let's set up a meeting. We talked for a few minutes.
Yeah.
You never asked me to buy anything. And really all it was I was like, man, I know that if I have an issue, I'm going to be able to call him and he's going to call me back. And I'm like, that I don't have that anywhere else.
No,
so I'm
man.
just going with you regardless of, and you know, thankfully it was, you know, what I bought from you worked out really well, but
Yeah.
also like, I did call you with some issues and you're just like, yep, this is what you do. And you just sent it to me and you took care of it. And you never followed up with me, anything like that. And I think there's so many people that can learn so much from that, from their way of selling of like, I understand some people, you know, it works for them to the whole like pushy one-time close, all this stuff. And it's like, this is not me. And obviously that's not you either, but it's worked for you. And so I think there's a lot of people that can learn from that.
I'm all about customer lifetime value is like super important to me. That's why I built the Blue Pages. So I didn't get into this, but since we're there now, Diego, we'll go there. I built the software app that does that thing, right? Does the connect, convert, close, and we've got, you know, Company Cam and Project Map It and automated follow-up lead. Like there's a whole bunch of cool technical shit. Just set up a demo with me. I'll walk you through it. But what people don't know is this. I'm looking at it on the screen, so if you're wondering why I'm looking up there, we built the Blue Pages hub. The hub is the heartbeat of everything. It goes like this. Boom, boom, boom. It's what makes everything run. The financing, the traffic, and the Blue Pages. The hub is the educational, sticky part of my company. Within the hub, you can manage your listings. You can check out the dashboard. You can see special offers from companies. You can buy your RoofCon ticket for 2023 with a discount code, which
Shout out.
Diego's going to give me one. I'm going to put you in our exclusive offers and events area.
I got you.
You can manage all your pages without having to hire a web developer. I got off the phone with Cybo Roofing down in Tampa. He's like, I got to hire my web guy. I go, no, you don't. Let's go. We walked in there. We modified his pages in 5 minutes. His entire Blue Page was done. There's a financing hub, so you can get residential financing, commercial financing, investor flip, mobile processing, payment processing, and credit repair. Exclusive offers from lenders, or from our software partners, like I said them all earlier. All of my hundreds of podcasts are in there. The Contractor Coffee Shop blog, which has hundreds of articles. Exclusive downloads that you can learn how to 5x5x10, or they call it 6-packing or 5 Mile Famous. And then I'm building Blue Pages University. I'm going to have consultants come in there and do special trainings for contractors. None of it costs anything. So when you buy it, when you come into my software, you go into the hub, and that's your educational platform for your entire company. So if you hire a new rep and you want to go watch Ccoville's videos for 5 hours to learn at the point of sale, he can set him in that room and go click. And he can watch all the videos on how to sell at the point of sale. That's the heartbeat. And so there's this thing in software, Diego, they call churn, where people buy a software, maybe they use it, maybe they don't, and then they leave. So my goal was to never have churn. So what did I need to do? I needed to deliver value, so much value that superseded the $1,600 a year for the Pro plan, by the way. We don't charge for leads, so $1,600. if I haven't delivered enough value in the product that I've created for you, well then, damn it, I better do it inside of the hub with the education and how much the financing and everything else. My goal is to never have anybody leave us at the end of the year. I want them to keep subscribing for the rest of their life. And that's called customer lifetime value. And any roofer that's listening to this right now can do the same thing in your roofing business by just simply loving on your customers, by educating, by nurturing them, by following up, by building a roof maintenance program that costs $79 or $249 or $397 a year, where you get up on the roof twice a year to check the Flex Seal, to check the gutters, to get leaves and debris off the roof. But what it does, guys, is this. Guys and girls, my apologies. It gets you in the neighborhood. It gets your truck in the neighborhood. It gets you on the roof again. And it gets you over to the 5 to the left, 5 to the right, and 10 across the street with your door hangers that push them back to your blue page. That's called the 5x5x10 method. So selling a roof maintenance program isn't you getting rich off of $397 or $297 or whatever it is. What it does is it gets you back up on the roof. And your customers will never, ever, 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 ever hire another roofer because you're point of mind, and you're showing up twice a year, and you're door hanging the neighborhood, and you're geo-fencing, and they see your truck, and you're on the roof developing a long lifetime relationship because you did the restoration or you sold them. It's restoration. Yes, we did it. We made our money and we ran. Retail. Yes, we did it. We liked them, but we forgot to visit them. Do something extra for them that costs money that you can get up on that roof 2 times a year to go back and visit them so they never, ever, ever go to Google or Blue Pages Pro to find another roofer.
You become their mechanic. It's just like the mechanic. We use that all the time of, you're not going and finding a different mechanic all the time if you've got a good one.
No. Love it.
Oh, let me ask you this, because I'm going to be conscious of your time. So you mentioned earlier that you've you've started getting more healthy here in recent months, and that you've started to put yourself first. And that's something that I've seen a direct correlation of, like, hey, when I put myself first, the business stuff kind of falls into place. I've had this here in the last month. We got back from a retreat in Austin, Texas, and I was like, man, I've not been putting myself first. I lost all this weight in 21. I put half of it back. So I got back into it. In the last 20 days, I've gone down a shirt size. I feel like I feel like I'm just going at 100 miles an hour right now, and like my guys are starting doing better too. Like my sales guys are starting to sell more.
They look up to you, man. They look up to you. You're a role model.
So, what's your thoughts on this whole idea of self-worth before your net worth?
I put God first. So I put this guy first right here every morning, and that guides me to deliver better and take better care of myself. So, and I'm not here to preach. I'm here just to let you know that when I started making changes in my life, I didn't put me first. I didn't put money first. I got stuff prioritized. When I wake up in the morning, I don't open the cell phone. I go to scripture, and it might be this short, and I go, okay, cool, I'm going to apply that in my life. I do a little, hey, thank you so much for bringing me or making me live another day. And I try to then go, okay, cool. I got to eat smaller meals. I got to drink tons of water. I got to not eat as many chocolate-covered Raisinets as I normally would. Like caloric deficit. And with that, I'm 52 years old, bro. I'm 52 years old. I just built a software company. I want to live a long time. And if I want to live a long time, I got to take care of myself, man. All sorts of friends are dying right now. Drug overdose, suicide, like, fuck, you name it, bro. I just got off of the Roofers in Recovery thing with Eric Oberman. I talked about my drug habit for 15 years. I watched that and bawled out on my couch with my wife crying, going, I was so lost for so many years. So dig, and we got to go. It's okay. Dig into yourself. Let it go. Get rid of your demons. Take care of your health. You take care of your health, you can start taking care of other people. Like, you gotta start with yourself, your self-worth, feel good about you, and then you can go out and deliver and help other people. Because everyone that's watching this is a leader. Whether you think you're not, someone is looking up to you and you don't know it. But they're looking up to you and you don't know they're looking up to you. Be a good leader, but you gotta like and love yourself and have self-worth first. And then all them little cool pieces below you will start falling into place.
I love it. I love it. All right, well, we're going to end right there. I think that's a great place to end. I appreciate you. Like I said, we're going to do another one in person. That'll be super fun. But if for anyone that's tuned in, listen to the whole thing, we really appreciate you. Go ahead and connect with Chris. Last thing, if someone wants to connect with you, where do they go?
Christopher Ccoville on the Facebook.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Thanks for joining us, and peace out.
See y'all.